G'day gamers, Ranger Tony here, back with more of our Neverwinter Nights 2 official campaign Half-Orc Paladin playthrough. When last we left off, we were here in High Castle and we have just finished all of the missions in High Castle, and we are just about to board a ship to Neverwinter. I'm actually really happy with how we've gone so far. Look, we're level, I almost said level 23. We're level 7. We've got the Astral Blade now, which is doing some nice damage there. Maybe not as good as some weapons, but it's pretty damn good. And, you know, we can smite evil, we can turn undead, we've got our Bless Weapons spell and our Cure Light Wounds. And, yeah, we haven't used our Chalice of Lathander and stuff like that a lot yet, or at all. But, yeah, we're doing pretty good. Actually, I don't have full health. Let's just rest for a second. I didn't actually notice that. Yeah, we're doing really well. The Paladin is a really easy class to play, so if you haven't played this game before and you're not sure what to do, just dive in for a Paladin. Roughly follow my build from the start of the video, from the first video, and you will do fine. Yeah, let's get moving. I don't know that these guys here, they don't have anything interesting to say to us. It's just the Elder. Took up a collection, enough to pay for your passage to Neverwinter. Thank you, but the rewards aren't necessary. Small price for what you've done. Yes, it's time to continue on to Neverwinter. And Kelgar's complaining that his stomach's already churning. So be prepared for the funny stuff coming up in a sec.
The shard you have found, show it to me.
Yes, Sierra? Sierra? Is that what you sought?
No, it is much more. Forget the betrayer. Forget our vengeance. These shards, they must all be found. Whatever forces you need, we shall grant you, but these shards must be ours.
Of course, Sierra. It shall be done.
Dalrin. Lord Dalrin now, I hear.
Who's there?
Come now. You remember? Has it really been so long?
You... But you died at the battle at West Harbor.
Delayed, perhaps. My imprisonment was most distressing. But dead? Now how could I die with so much left unfinished? And there is so much more left to do.
So this is Neverwinter? Suppose it's passable. For a city built by humans. Can't say I care for it, though. You want a proper city, you build down, not up.
This place feels unnatural. The wood and stone, it's as if they've been silenced.
I wish you'd both be silent. The entire trip was just one long whine from the two of you.
Oh, me stomach feels funny. This boat rocks like a baby's cradle.
This water is so unnatural and deep, not like the swamp of dead people I grew up in. Not that I've got great memories of this place, but it's home. So, where are we going first?
I love that little interaction. Nishka just... Yep, she nails it. But as I said, I've said in previous episodes, the writing in this is really nice. Really good. I love the interaction between the NPCs. So, the uncle's inn should be close by. We're going to head there.
Not sure I can stomach any food yet. A stiff drink and a good tavern brawl, on the other hand. I say lead the way. Besides, I'd welcome a stable bed after being trapped on that filthy excuse for a boat.
Ship. They're called ships. There's a difference between a boat and a ship. Alright, Duncan's Inn is right here. And there is the old reprobate himself.
Well now, what can I do for you? Bit of venom for the belly, perhaps? Or maybe a tankard or two to shave the edge off your day?
I'm looking for my Uncle Duncan.
Uncle Duncan? That sounds a bit familiar. If you're here to collect on some debt, I'll tell you that Duncan's a drunk fool without 2 coppers to his name.
I'm his nephew.
Oh, really? I can see that. Thing is, last I heard, Duncan was still a realm's man. So what part of the family tree did you fall out of?
Dagon sent me.
Dagon, eh? So the time's come, has it? Trouble's chasing on your heels, and you barely know why. Suppose Dagon told you less than half of what you need to know, then sent you packing. Don't take it hard. Done it to me twice in my life. All for good reason. I can probably guess why you're here, but why don't you go ahead and tell me anyway?
Duncan told me to seek you out, that you might know something of the silver shard recovered from the battle at the West Harbour.
Oh, did he? Nothing more than I did years ago. Plain silver near as we could tell. You and those shards were all that were left of that West Harbour battle.
Duncan, I thought you said that shard was magic, didn't you?
Trace of an enchantment on it is what that eel sand said, but nothing of importance. Probably residue from demon's fire, or maybe wizard magic.
Demon's fire? Sounds important to me.
And that, Sal, is why you are cleaning tables and I own this place. Those shards were magic, yes, a trace. But again, it was sand, and he's a fool. Anyway, barely worth mentioning. More sentimental value than anything else. That really why you came all this way? To hear about your mother?
My mother? What does she have to do with this?
Yeah, your mother, Esmeril. Since you were asking about the shards. What, Dagon's still keeping that inside? It's a wonder he doesn't crack down the middle. But you know, I have no call to say that. I think that's why he buried that first shard, and gave the other one to me.
How are the shard and my mother related? The shards and my mother, not shard and mothers. Yeah. How are they related?
I think you might have been better off being raised by wolves if Dagon didn't share that. There's a lot I'm sure he never told you. But listen, it's his place to tell you, not mine. He'll tell you when he's ready, I think. But it's best you hear it from him. Let's stick to the shards for now.
But what another... Well, who's Sand?
A hedge wizard. Somehow set up shop on the docks. But it's telling enough he can only run a business down here in the crack of Neverwinter. Got a dry wit, and he'll always rub you the wrong way. So his name's well chosen. Still, I suppose I trust him enough. And having a wizard close by certainly tends to keep fools from causing too much trouble. Well, me and Dagon took the shard to him back when he lived in the merchant quarter, before his run of bad luck. But he couldn't get much from it. Just faint traces.
It's got power now. Maybe you can get another read from it.
Here. I've always kept it close for some reason. Didn't want to leave it out of my sight. Seemed unremarkable. But I find that sometimes time will tell. Had Sand examine it a long time ago, but he turned up nothing.
Yeah, we know. You told us that already. Maybe with the two of them you might get a better reading.
Well, it's worth a shot. But don't pay him any coin in advance, that's all I'll say. In fact, that viper would be best off...
Ah, it seems I've arrived just in time to deflect the usual barrage of slander from the local innkeeper.
Sand.
Yes, it is good to see you're still sober enough to recognize me, Duncan. Past the... stale beer, vinegar, faint sweat, failed aspirations. unwashed tunic. I thought perhaps you had already had one tankard too many for the day, but...
Why, your guest here has the smell of a harbin about them. Faint, but there.
I thought Duncan was keeping company too good for him. Now I see I was right. Duncan, you could learn a few things from your guest.
Still passing off those 2 copper fairweather charms to the locals, Sand?
You have no appreciation for my talents, and after all I've done for you. To think you could survive a fortnight without my ale purgative, why, you would be buried in the tombs with the rest of the Neverwinter traitors, a betrayer of barkeepers everywhere. But enough about you and your adventurous exploits on the tavern floor. I heard my name mentioned, and oddly enough, almost in a tone that suggested I could help.
This here's Kin,
I'm not really seeing the family resemblance.
and we need your help concerning the shard. Both of them.
Shard? That chunk of silver you showed me so long ago? I do hope you're not going to try to pawn it to me again. I am no longer interested. Besides, as I recall, you said the piece of junk had sentimental value, which upon viewing your establishment is perfectly understandable. Besides, didn't your uncle or cousin or brother or whatever make off with the other shard? I thought you only had one now.
It found its way back, so to speak. We need you to look at both of them again. Properly this time.
Oh, very well. Give them here and let me see what my keen arcane senses can determine.
I love this. Just the way everyone collapses.
It seems to have some resentment to being scryed. That is quite different than last time. Are you sure these are the same shards? The power in them. Why, it's definitely stronger than last time. Much stronger.
Oh, so now they're magical. I'm not paying you for 2 failed divinations, you charlatan.
It's not a matter of divination, you one-tankard drunk. There is something about these shards. Without knowing their history, even my considerable talents cannot unlock their mysteries.
Stop arguing, we need to focus on the problem at hand.
You're right. Sorry I pointed out the fact you were a charlatan, Sand.
And I didn't mean to bring up your excessive drinking, Duncan, and your long list of failed aspirations. It was uncalled for, especially when the mystery of these shards is before us. Taking them to any other wizard in town would be useless until we learn more about their past. You need a sage, and you need them examined quickly, so...
So who would know the shard's history?
You could try and speak to Aldenon, but I don't think you'd have much luck reaching him. The Black Lake District is closed down. Aldenon lives in the Black Lake District, you see, and now he's trapped there. The Watch has it locked tight. No one going in or out, no messages in or out, even for the nobles that used to live there. Quite cryptic, really.
Why?
I heard about that. Lord Dalrin was killed, wasn't he? I've heard rumors, but no official word of what happened.
As have I. Not only are the Watch not talking about it, but they even called in the Cloak Tower mages to investigate, which means sorcery or demons were at work.
Demons? Closest I've ever come to demons is Dagon's tales about the battles down south near West Harbor, when there was that trouble with the King of Shadows.
Some sorcerer, I believe, had a number of demons and shadows at his beck and call. Not many tales left about that period of Neverwinter history, oddly enough.
But you say this Aldenon might know more, Sand?
Well, if you're not a member of the Watch, or know a secret route into Black Lake, then you're out of luck. So it seems like you have no choice but to let me examine the shards at my leisure. I'll need to hold on to them, of course.
Wait, Watch or secret route? Not bad ideas. Either way, the coin lands. Hell, there's Marshal Cormac. He's currently at the city watch post, and I know he's in bad need of an extra sword arm down at the docks.
Cormac from Fort Lock?
Yes, I heard he got back to Neverwinter recently. Surprised he even made it with the troubles I've heard around Fort Lock.
Trust me, you don't know the half of it.
Cormac's a harborman too, and folks of the harbor are as close to kin as you can get out of the mare. He might be able to take you into the watch, and from there, speaking to Aldenon shouldn't be too hard.
Sounds good to me.
If you want to find another route into the Black Lake District, that means dealing with other folks that try to control the docks. Moya and her gang.
Oh, there's an idea, Duncan. They probably were behind the watch closing the Black Lake District in the first place.
I've never actually gone down that route. I've started this mission multiple times, and I've never done that. But then, if you see my channel, you know that I don't do that sort of thing. Not my first choice, but if I had to speak to her, how would I?
Well, she's got thugs all over the docks. But finding one who can get you to her?
There's Caleb. He used to try to get me to pay him gold for protection before I told him about the wards I'd inscribed on the building that caged the Guardian Elementals. Long story, but quick resolution.
Caleb, maybe. But I don't trust that harbor rat to give you a fair deal. And the price will be steep, in bodies or coin. He doesn't like being the only one with blood on his hands.
Doesn't sound like someone we should put our faith in.
Obviously, you've never dealt with the Watch in Neverwinter, Kelgar. Dealing with Caleb is probably our best chance.
Still, the chances are simply talking to Caleb will make you want to kill him, so it seems a clear win to me. If you do speak to him, though, be sure to do it downwind.
I want to join the Watch.
I'm with that. Nothing like a good excuse to knock some heads together and do some good while we're at it.
Yeah, great. I hope nobody else I know finds out, or there goes my sterling reputation.
You can find Cormac in the watch post near the Dolphin Bridge that leads to the Merchant Quarter. He needs help, so it shouldn't be much of a tough sell to join up.
Caleb should be lounging around the corner east along the main road. Just follow the smell. If you want to join with him, he'll probably ask you to hurt or kill someone, so be warned.
I'll mark both on your map. Help you get your bearings.
Well, you can certainly find your way into trouble from here. Me, I will head back to my lonely merchant existence. Should you need my expertise, simply ask. But just in case, bring a great deal of gold as well.
All right, fine. No, I was going to say.
Well, there you have it. Talk to Caleb or Cormac. Cormac is at the watch post near the Dolphin Bridge. Caleb should be lounging down the street east along the main road. The docks isn't exactly a bastion of piety and faith. All the more reason you'll find your work cut out for you. Cormac's always on the lookout for someone with a mind for the law. But while you're here, feel free to make yourself at home. Also, any friend of yours is a friend of mine. Your companions are welcome to stay here as well, even if you're off on some other journey like the one that sent you here. They're all welcome to make themselves at home whenever they're not traveling with you. That way you'll know where to find them if you need their help later. Sound good?
Okay, I'm off. I'm not going to ask all the questions. So this now becomes your little base. That's why you don't really have these guys following you around as you're in here, because it's not until you leave that they join you. And you can, there's crafting tables in the building back there. I'm not going to worry too much about that. About the only thing I would want to do is maybe drop some junk off, but... and we can also reform our party here, but that's fine. We don't have anyone else to put in the party at the moment, so not a big deal. Right. So the bad guy is down there. Caleb is actually down there, but we don't want to go down there. We want to go... Well, actually, we want to come over here first. I think we're going to get... No, we'll go down here. I think you get attacked from one of these little alleyways over here, but we'll come and talk to this merchant first. He's an armor smith. I don't think we really need to worry... Oh, we do have this armor of loyalty that we were given. That's right. That is lighter armor. And it has the ability to charm or dominate... Oh, it's immune to charm or dominate. I could technically give that to Nishka, but it doesn't feel like the right sort of thing for her to have. So we're going to sell that. We've got the other shard here now. So that gives us acid and electrical resistance. Let's
can I help?
see. You are wearing studded leather +1. You are wearing standard full plate.
Everyone, follow
and
me.
you are wearing a breastplate +1. So there is that armor of comfort. It is heavy armor, but it's not that great. It only has armor class of 6. It's reduced in weight. It's reduced quite a lot. It's only 7 pounds when it's normally... that one must be normally... Yeah, normally about 50 pounds. 45 or something like that. But it's only got an armor class of 6, and my full plate that I've got has an armor class of 8. So, yeah. Benzo's luck. That's light armor, so I don't want that. Is there anything else here? Already got the Paladin's helmet. What helmet have you got? You got the winged helmet. I don't know why it doesn't show his helmet. It shows mine. I can't remember if there was a setting somewhere to turn that on and off. And I'm using a heavy shield +1, so I don't need to get a better shield. The Great Oak, that is more light armor. Yeah, there's really nothing I want to buy here in the way of armor. The half plate +1 really wouldn't be any advantage. It would be the same armor as what I've currently got, and it would weigh the same, so there's no point in it. And he doesn't have anything else that we really want, so that's fine. We've sold our armor. Could have sold it to anybody, but we sold it to him. Alright, we're likely... I think we're going to get attacked by... Yeah. Here we go, bladelings. And we got all of that work for 3 gold. Not that it was really much work. We barely raised a sweat doing it. Alright, weaponsmith.
How can I help?
Yes.
That's right, that stuff's all
Yes.
for Quara. If we bring her on. Actually, who am I going to replace? If I bring Quara in... Anyway, long swords. There isn't any. Longsword +1. It's tempting. Oh no, it's not tempting to get that because my Astral Blade is better than that. That is an axe, I think. Yeah, it's a great axe. I'm starting to remember that there are some good great axes and some good... Actually, no, great axes is one of the main things that there's several of, at least early game. And warhammers. That's not a bad warhammer. That's a mace. It's alright, but it's only really good against orcs and such. It's another good mace. Alright. Oh, and that's a good halberd, I think. Yes. Yes. Alright. So, nothing we want there. Oops, what am I doing? There we go. We're better off just talking to McCormick. first, or Cormick, whatever his name is. You must have someone you can spare. You know the number of men I have available to me, Marshal. Send some watch to the shopkeeper, but we'll have to postpone the sweep through the northern district. Very well, postpone the sweep. Ah, look who the wind's brought in. It's good to see you again. If I recall, you were promised a reward. No reward is necessary, I'm just trying to help. Pushes me more towards goal. Good. I need to enter the black... I'm looking for Alden the Sage. Yes, I know he lives in the Black Lake district. Beautiful place, worth a trip, but we have the district locked up tight. Is there anything... why? What happened there? Foulest murder, not permitted to give details. Ongoing investigation. Why is it locked down? Not permitted to say. The only way is if you're a member of the Watch. What if I work for the City Watch? Will that help? Be a good start. You're more than capable of handling the job. Ooh, excuse me. If you make enough of an impact, plenty of opportunity to show your abilities. Sign me up. You'll need to wear this cloak to mark you as a member of the City Watch. We have a problem with one of our shopkeepers, Hagen. He's decided to stand up to the criminals. We need to make sure nothing happens to him. And that's good. So let's put on our cloak. Gives us 1 to diplomacy and 1 to intimidate. That will be getting rid of our harvest cloak, which gives us a bonus to charisma, which isn't too bad. You actually don't have to wear that. I just realised I didn't save. I didn't do a full save when I got to the docks like I should have. Well, I say should have. It's not necessary, but I wanted to. So let's do that. Neverwinter Docks, or Docks District. Off we go. Very good. Well, mate, is something I can help you with? I'm here to speak with Hagen. I'm Risa. My father is Hagen, might I ask. I'm with the City Watch. Pleased to see the Watch still responds promptly to reports of crime. I think she's being a little bit sarcastic here. May I speak with him, please? Out he comes from the back room. Please be silent, Risa. They're here now and they need to help. Thank you for responding. Forgive my daughter. She's a charmer. I'd be wanting protection as well if there were more of your kind running loose in the city. Okay. What can we do for you? Want the Watch to put a stop to the tributes demands. The local thug named Caleb is assisting from the merchants. Tribute for what? all the services he's been providing. You listen to his goons, you'd think the only reason the entire district hasn't burned down is because of their efforts. So, what are you requesting? He's refused to pay, doesn't take enough wizard to fizz it out, that won't be enough. Caleb is bound to send more men to collect his tribute. I need you to protect me from them. Don't worry, I won't let anything happen to you. Thank you. Risa, you need to go home so you can be safe. Not leaving. No, go, that's final. Yes, Papa. Alright. And we stand over here and wait. What's going on? Here it is. Here they come. Thug. Caleb didn't like your answer, merchant. You will pay him the tribute or things will get unpleasant here pretty soon. I'll not be bullied. Caleb has my answer. Wrong answer, old man. Maybe a few broken bones will change your mind. Where's your daughter? Send her away, did you? Not smart at all. We can find her. It'd be a shame if something happened to her as well. Merchant thinks the city watch can help. I thought wisdom came with age, old man. You're all under arrest. Careful, boys. We're being arrested. Oh, woe is us. What will we do? Why don't you just go and get yourself a pastry while we finish our business here, hound? Are you going to come quietly or not? Let me think about that. How about no? Boys, the city watch is getting uppity again. Time to bring them down a peg. Hello there, Mr. Thug. I want to use Smite Evil, and it failed. Must apologise for questioning dedication to the City Watch. Thank you for what you've done. The Watch is here to serve. Good day. And you can clean up the mess yourself. Well, you're lucky that the bodies just magically disappear, but in real life you would be cleaning up quite an amount of dead bodies after that. Right. Let's go back to Cormac and inform him that everything is now resolved. The merchant has been protected, and then he will send us after Caleb down there. There are actually a couple of other merchants in the area, but we don't need anything urgently at the moment, so I'm not going to bother. I'll just push on with the quest. I understand you're able to keep Hagen from harm. Good work. There was a name mentioned, Caleb. Apparently he was behind the threats. The Watch knows him well. Been looking for an excuse to bring him in. Moved on to extortion. What are you waiting for then? Do you know where this Caleb is holed up, Lieutenant? We do. I can send some men over now to deal with him. No, let them rest. Sweep through the North Docks was rougher than we anticipated. I'll take care of Caleb. That I have no doubt. Very well. The Lieutenant can give you his location. I want you to put a stop to his activities. Spends his time in an alley south of here. And let's go talk to Caleb. Wish there was like a sprint that you could do. Oh, let's do this. Looks like a wolf seems to have somehow wandered into town. Its fur is matted with blood. That animal, it's not a wolf, it's a druid, badly wounded. Is there anything you can do to help? I will see. Thank you for allowing me to treat this one. The blood is so thick I can barely make out the wounds. Are you from the Circle? Circle of Mare, yes. But this is far from the lands we tend. How did you come to be wounded? It is far from my lands. I'm a messenger only from the Circle of Swords of Neverwinter Wood, sent to find one of the Circle of the Mare. How'd you come to be here? I picked up your scent, the scent of Maiden's Glade outside of the city walls, and against my instincts I tried to come and find you. In my animal form I was wounded by the city guards and left here. I barely had the will to heal my own wounds or even shift out of this form. Left any longer and I would be dead now. It's a strange thing, but as you come closer to the mare, it becomes more and more difficult to shift from beast to human and back again. Why would you have trouble changing shape? My fear is it is tied to the land, and if that is true, whatever comes from the mare, it comes for Neverwinter Wood as well. It was thought the Circle of the Mare would know more of what strikes at us. I had hoped to find Vashni or Naven of the Mare, but you are the only one I have been able to find. We found another in Maiden's Glade, Khalil, and he said the Circle of Mare was lost. But you would know it to be true or not. How is it you do not know the fate of your circle? I've been away for some time, and by speaking with the elders, it has been over a year since I was in this, since we were in the same place. As for the troubles in the land, we suspect it may be tied to this one I am travelling with, and we need to investigate it more before we say anything for certain. The more everyone knows, the better we will be. Fine, it is tied to these shards I carry. Shards, I fail to see how one could affect the other, but I am not one of the elders of our circle. I will keep hunting for others of the mare as ordered. Know the druids of Neverwinter would have been forced to retreat slowly from their tended lands. If you would speak to them, travel to the Sky Mirror and use its powers to contact them. Unless something has happened, you should be able to reach them. We'll go there when we can. Thank you for saving me, Eleni of the mare, and the one you travel with my wounds tended. I am merely continue my journey far from this city. Farewell. Blah, blah, blah. Right, so that got that out of the way. We now have a quest to go to the Sky Mirror, which we will do. Definitely not this episode. We'll do it eventually. And here is Caleb. What are you looking at, Hound? The watch isn't welcome here, so get out. By the authority of the City Watch, you're under arrest, Caleb. You've got a lot to learn if you can come here and try to arrest me. Why don't you be a good little watchman and go back to chasing down stray dogs or something? Besides, you got any proof I've done anything? I've been here all day. I was there when your men tried to collect from Hagen. So, I wasn't there. You're wasting your time and I'm starting to get angry. You're just making this harder on yourself. It's going to be hard to bring me in if you're dead. Come on, boys, let's show this watchman who's in charge around here. And once again, I want to try Smiting Evil, because I never seem... Ooh, I think that worked. I was going to say, I never seem to be able to get it to work. Attempt Smite Evil on Caleb. We got a hit. Damages 16 physical and 4 sonic. So what is my Smite Evil actually doing at the moment? I'm curious. Make a special attack against the evil. You apply your charisma modifier to the attack roll and their class level to the damage delivered. Alright. So I'm getting a bonus to attack, and because I'm level 7, I'm getting 7 extra points of damage. Alright. It's not great. I think in Pathfinder, or maybe in 5th edition D&D, the damage you get from Smite Evil might be different. But anyway. There we go. Very nice. And 200 gold for our troubles. Yeah, I wish there was like a fast travel in the cities, because you spend a bit of time in this just running around between places in the various locations. Caleb's dead. He tried to bribe me and attacked me when I refused. Shame. If he was working for Moira, we'd have had some interesting things to tell us. He didn't give me a choice in the matter. I believe it. Caleb was never the smartest of fellows. You did well. You now have the opportunity to put a serious dent in Moira's activity and bring order back to the district. Unstable as he was, Caleb still had some control over crime in this part of the docks. Without him, I'm wagering that his thugs are now divided and fighting over control of the docks. I want you to deal with it. Keep the peace. The district will see that the City Watch is here to serve. What do you want me to do? Sweep through the docks wasn't as effective as we'd like, but it did reveal the amount of control that Moira's gang have over the district. It revealed the extent of the corruption that spread through the Watch. I want you to perform a sweep, apprehend any and all members of Moira's or anyone else that you run across. I also want you to check at the guard posts. Captain Brelina has given me strict orders, Marshal. I'm not to press the issue with our watchmen at this time. We are short-handed as it is and cannot afford to have men leaving us for Moira's employ. Brelina also charged us with cleaning up the district. I mean to do just that. Corruption within the Watch certainly encourages criminal activity. Am I to arrest our own as well, then? I defer the decision to you, Marshal. Arrest those involved in illegal activities. Moira can't find any allies among the Civil Watch if I have any say about it. I understand the Captain's concerns. However, we must purge the criminal element from our own ranks. Very well. Report back when the sweep is complete. Yeah, this is the thing, though. Nobody gives you the option to actually arrest anybody. Everyone wants to go down fighting because they think they're tougher than you. So, we just need to check in with each of the groups of guards, and we will be attacked by groups of thugs as well. Oh, and then there's also, we get Hora in our group. Well, the opportunity to add her to our party.
Ladies, please, there's no call to lose our tempers over this.
Temper? I haven't even gotten warmed up yet.
Being able to keep a rein on your spells is a sign of discipline, Quara. Something you could never master.
And the instructors aren't here to shield you. Go on. Set fire to this whole street and this sad tavern, and you'll never be able to return to the academy, let alone Neverwinter.
As if I'd want to stay in that prison with you high-nosed witches for another year.
You're right. Here among the docks is where you belong, peddling yourself for cheap coin.
Wow! Someone get me a tankard! This is going to get good!
What in the nine hells did I do to deserve that? Oh, thank the gods you've arrived. Do something. These ladies are about to start throwing spells outside my establishment.
Alright, I'll see what I can do.
Whatever you do, do it quick. They won't be able to ferry enough water from the harbor to put out a blaze if things get out of hand.
Heatha, I think members of the Watch are here.
Friends of yours, Quara? Sent to bail you out, perhaps?
I don't need anyone's help to turn you into ash.
If any of you cast spells here, you're breaking law and I'll be forced to arrest you.
This is not your concern. Quara has threatened us for the last time, and we will stand for it no longer.
Yeah, if Quara's so superior to us, then I say let her prove it, without the academy instructors stepping in to stop things.
The instructors? They never stopped me before. You always went running to them, not me. I've heard every word you've said about me. Always talking behind my back, ridiculing me, just because it takes you a shoreman's hour to cast a cantrip.
And you think setting fire to a stable while casting yours is any better, Quara? I practice restraint, not showy, excessive displays.
Yeah, Heatha is simply cautious in her craft. You're the dangerous one, Quara.
If you knew how dangerous I was, then you should have known better than to push me this far.
I'm sure there's another way we can work this out without me and my friends becoming involved. Let's try diplomacy.
I would not intervene if I were you, else we'll be forced to stop you as well. We are wizards, you know.
Yes, wizards. From the academy. But we don't want any trouble with you. Just Quara.
Any fight in here means you're fighting me and all my friends.
Heatha, I don't want to be cast out of the academy if we're arrested.
Very well. This isn't worth it. You're fortunate this time, Quara. Next time, you'd better not let us catch you outside the academy walls. Come, Glenna. I think we've smelled enough of the docks for one day.
I didn't need your help. Those wizards had it coming.
Sounds like you were quick to insult them back.
Those noble-born wannabe mages are just jealous. They don't like the fact that I can summon more power from my thumb than they can with a day's worth of concentration. They're always staring into their tomes and books, trying to categorize magic. It's a waste of time. It just is. And either you understand it or you don't. It's instinct.
So you study at the academy?
Well, the thing is, I'm not a part of the academy anymore. I quit. Sort of. After burning down the stable.
Last you should have thought of that before starting a fight outside the flagon. And the damage you caused before they even showed up.
It's the wood you use in the rafters. It sets fire easily. Sorry about that.
Sorry? Oh, lass, I wasn't asking for an apology. You'll be paying me back, you will, for all my lost business, for a tarnished reputation, and for putting me and my kin in danger like that.
What? I'm not working for either of you, ever.
No, Duncan's right. I think you owe us. I don't really like that answer, but...
No, lass, you will.
Yeah.
Or by gods, you'll bring down a fury from me like you've never seen. And not only that, if you don't, you'll be proving those other girls right. I don't think you're willing to admit you don't have discipline, restraint, or a sense of responsibility, like they claim to have. Besides, I doubt you'll be welcome back at the academy.
You could use some help in my travels, especially from a sorceress.
You want me to help you? Fine, but I warn you, you may not be able to handle me. But if you want to take a demon by the horns, then fine.
I'll be waiting inside the flag and give you a chance to change your mind. I'm not changing my mind. I'm going to get you in my party straight away, although I'm unsure who I want to get rid of, because I think I can only have 4, if I remember rightly.
Ha! You call that an insult, goat girl? Even the tree worshipper could scrape up something better than that.
Goat girl? I've never heard that one before, Stumpy.
Ah, you're not trying. That's a nickname, not an insult. We Iron Fist call our own children Stumpy, you skinny bull. Ah.
Skinny bull? That doesn't even make any sense. Go back to your drinking, Moss Breath. At least you're good at that.
Don't you two ever... at least you two are easily entertained.
Amateurs.
Amateurs? Why, the spoiled princess thinks she's better than us, Kelgar.
A bold claim from an academy dropout, seems to me.
You two wouldn't know an insult if it walked up and bit you.
Well then, why don't you show us how it's done, Firehair?
Firehair. Imaginative and biting, with just the slightest hint of wit. Is that really the best your demon blood can squeeze out? Tail for brains?
My brains are not in my tail.
So, what are they? Right next to it? If so, might want to loosen the back of your pants a notch, because even with the hole, they're obviously not getting enough air.
Okay, explain that one to me.
Well, she said your brains are next to your tail, which would imply that your brains are in your rear end, and that you breathe through your,
Okay, I get it, all right. Little witch.
Don't take it so hard. I had to explain it, which means the insult's a failure. But a tankard for effort, your highness. By my reckoning, the Flagons never had a finer table-cleaning goblin wench.
What, since your mother lost her job?
Now don't you be bringing my mother into this. You'd best be careful, you simpering little father's girl, or you'll learn a thing or two about Iron Fist honor and manhood.
Oh, you mean the 2 smallest things in all of Faerun? From what I hear, no woman could learn about Iron Fist manhood from you, Kelgar.
What? I'll have you know, plenty of women know about Iron Fist manhood. Plenty. They just all live up around Waterdeep. Or they'd tell you.
Kelgar, calm down.
Calm down? I won't take those words from some twig of a girl who doesn't know enough to choose the right tavern to fight in.
At least I learned my lesson from my tavern brawl, you fat-bellied little knee-high. Now, if you're done matching wits with me and coming up short, why don't you trundle back to your high chair and drink up your honor until it comes out the other end? Maybe later on, I'll come by to put you in your cradle.
Huh?
Wow. Fat-bellied little knee-high? That's good.
Shut up, tail for brains. Ha! And here I thought mages had nothing to offer the world. Tunkin, another round.
Get your drink yourself, dwarf. Seeing as how you haven't paid for a single drop your entire stay here.
Been wondering when you'd give in and grant me free reign over your kegs. Anyone else want anything?
Some dwarves should never be allowed to walk the surface, little freeloaders.
And that's, yeah. Okay, so if let's quick save. If I try and leave now... No, I can't just add her to the party. The problem is, Eleni has some good spells, and I really need her for healing. Kelgar is doing good damage. If I take him out and replace him with Kara, whatever I'm going to say Kara, then I'm the only meat shield for the entire party. I could get Eleni the Druid to start using Sword and Shield, but then our healer is in the front line, which isn't great. I mean, I'm our secondary healer, but that's not going to work. Nishka is useful for traps and locks and stuff, but I'm not really picking locks. I'm not, like, finding every bit of loot that's around in this playthrough. I'm playing the just and righteous Paladin who doesn't steal things from people's, except when we go to, some bandit hideout. So maybe we'll get rid of Nishka and put Cora in for the time being. Now, I think this might start another... Yeah, this starts another interaction. And there's a little bug here. I think I have to at least go on. Oh no, it's finally loading. It always takes a really long time to load. So it's about to be an interesting little fight. I wish I had the chance. Yeah, I can't. We're in the middle of conversation. I can't load up Cora's spell book. Anyway. So, Praven and Gleaner were expelled. Because of you, we were only defending ourselves. You attacked me first. I'll arrest you all if you start a fight. Save your words. We heard you threatened our sister Glenna at the Sunken Flagon. Our house's honour's at stake. This will be settled by blood. Alright. You asked for it.
Looks like we have company.
I don't normally take control. Oh, damn it, we haven't rested, so she doesn't have her lightning spell available because she'd already used it. What have you got in the way of spells? You've got Flame Arrow and Fireball. Alright. Fire Burst, Combust and Melf's Acid Arrow, Shocking Grasp, Shield, Magic Missile, Mage Armor, and Burning Hands. I mean, I could try a Fireball, but the problem is... Yeah, there's civilians around, so I want to be careful. And they're all going to move, and I'm going to end up being in the middle of all that as well. Let's try it. Let's see how long it takes for that spell to go off. What was I getting you to do? You're summoning an animal companion. Actually, let's cancel that. Let's redo that spell, but put it over here so that we don't summon the animal right in the middle of that. And then what I want to do is I want to set everybody into puppet mode just briefly, because I want to make sure nobody moves from where they are standing or from where I asked them to stand until that fireball finished. Okay, now we'll come out of puppet mode and I will move in. Kelgar will move in.
Let us press the attack.
You're still summoning your thing, and you've been damaged a little bit, but you've also got the ability to summon a familiar. You've got more fireballs as well, but I don't think that's a good idea. What is fire burst? Oh, damaging all creatures within 5 feet. That includes us. Well, not on this difficulty level, I don't think, but still. Make a creature burst into flames. Let's try that on someone. Actually, let's get mage armor on. There we go. That was simple enough. We do want to rest. I thought this fight got broken up by instructors. I guess not. Alright. I want to really quickly finish this off. We're getting on in the episode, so let's do the rounds and go and look at all of these watchmen. So anyway, I told him to get another watchman to help him out, and they're not leaving our post. Then he says, everyone wants the watch to help, but they won't increase our pay. How's the patrol going? Not too rough, I hope. Not at all. Good to hear it. Not a good time to get trapped in a dark alley, you know? Why do you say that? Word on the street is Caleb's been hacked. I hear his men are running loose, stealing anything that isn't nailed down. Without someone keeping them on a leash, I can imagine it's rough going out there tonight. Tomorrow's bless me, though. I've got a guard post duty. No one's going to get me to go out there. I'm going to sit here and stay alive until my shift is over. I agree. That attitude is one of the reasons why Moira's gang controls this district. That's so. I don't see why I should risk my neck when no one's out here doing anything about the watchmen that are working for her gang. You know who the turncoats are? I've got my suspicions, but no proof. Why should I care? If the officers won't do anything about it, I'm not going to start. Still, if we're up to me, I'd take every turncoat and lock them up. Still, I'm one man, it's not going to happen. Change has to start somewhere. Sure, just as soon as I'm given an order to. Otherwise, I'm just going to do what I'm told and collect my pay. Look, you don't have to tell me something needs to be done about watchmen getting paid to look the other way. All I'm saying is I'm not about to cause trouble. I can't trust people at the top to stand by me when things get tough. Now, I've enjoyed our little talk, but you got rounds to do out there better you than me, that's all I'll say. Okay, that's group 1 talk 2. That is fine. Let's quick save.
Yes.
Oh, actually, no, I can't change her spells, can I? Because she is a sorcerer. It's not like she has learned spells. Do I have... No, I don't have any new spell slots.
I am listening.
Just double checking. You don't either. Alright. No, this way. Let's talk to these guards. Sergeant, how's it going? What do you want? Busy night? Aye, it's as busy as it ever is. Is there something you wanted? I'm just on a patrol checking in. So now you've checked in and can move on. Good for you. Wait, you're the new recruit, aren't you? I saw you over at the station. You looking to make some extra gold? How would I do that? There's a secret to staying safe during your shifts. Well, 2. The first one is to not go looking for trouble, of course. Pick guard duty if you ever have a choice. And the other secret? The other secret is to make the right friends. Some of my friends are really interested in not being seen. So interested, in fact, they'll pay good coin to make sure of it. I could put you in touch with some of them if you're interested. That is, like, I like a lot of this campaign. I think it's quite good. This is stupid. No watchman / policeman who is corrupt talks to another policeman like this unless they are 100% certain that that other policeman or watchman is also corrupt. That is just plain stupid. But anyway, you mean take a bribe? I prefer to think of it as life insurance. I stay out of their way, make a little gold on the side, and I keep living. If the same offer comes to you, I suggest you take it. Make the jobs a lot safer, if you know what I mean. I've got an offer for you. Yeah, that sounds interesting. Let's hear it. You're under arrest. Come quietly with me and you won't get hurt. Doesn't look like you're going to be living through your first night on the job, and here I thought this was going to be a boring shit. Sergeant? There we go. Sergeant's down, and as are the other guys. Whoa! Why did... Oh, no, Steam. That's that. I thought it crashed the game. I shouldn't have even had Steam running there. That's fine. Okay, we did that. That's all good. Let's keep going. So, a bunch of silly guards decided to tell me that they were... on the take. There's no more guards there. I think if we can... Yeah, this is the next group of guards. Let's quick save. No, that's alright. I'll let Quora do whatever she's going to do. We're not asking you to do anything violent, Sergeant. In fact, we're offering to pay you more than you and your men would make for the entire week just to end your shift a little early. That's a lot to offer for such a simple favour. Why do you ask? Because we respect you, Sergeant. We work hard and receive little in return from the watch. Think of this as a gift for your dedication. What's going on here? Merely discussing a financial transaction, Watchman. Nothing for you to be concerned with. It looks to me like you're trying to bribe the sergeant. I am shocked, even offended, that you would suggest such a thing. I am merely offering a gift to a hard-working member of the watch, in gratitude for the security they bring to this fair city. In other words, a bribe, which I would like to state again I haven't accepted. Diplomacy. You seem an honourable man, Sergeant. You'll do the right thing. You're right. Taking this gift makes me just as bad as the other turncoats. Much as I appreciate the gesture, good sir, I must refuse your offer. This is unfortunate. You or your men will not be at this post at the given time, I assure you. Kill them all and dispose of the evidence. This isn't what we had planned, but it will be far more enjoyable to spit these Neverwinter hounds upon our blades. What are you doing right now, Cora? You are casting fireball. No, you are not. I'm going to change her behavior just a touch. I am not going to let her go overkill casting mode. No, maybe that's fine. I think I want to... ally damage. Oh, we've got ally damage low. Alrighty, let her do whatever. I guess.
This shouldn't take long.
No, you're not supposed to be doing that. Aura, stand there. There we go. The war's barely over and the Luskans are already looking to cause trouble again. Thought all the trouble with Rathium would be enough to keep the Luskans out of our city, but here they are crawling into the harbour like rats off a sinking ship. I'm glad you're here to back us up. You won't tell anyone about what you said before the fight, will you? don't worry about it. You did the right thing in the end. After what's happened here, you can bet I will ever be tempted again. Good enough for me. Have a safe patrol, Watchman. And we move onwards. Now we're going to get attacked by a whole bunch of thugs again. I think there's some over that way as well. What are you casting at, Cora? Oh, is there a group? There's more thugs back there. Well, I'll let Cora do whatever she's doing back there, and we'll take on these thugs. Yep, no one's bothering her.
Attack!
Take that! Take that! Here! Ha!
What spell? Oh, acid arrow. And yeah, there was a couple of guys over there. Oh, Cora went down. I wasn't paying attention. How about you do a heal on Cora for me, please? Okay, that guy that was in front of me is dead.
Take that! That's all you got?
Let us press the attack.
I thought I sold you to heal Cora. Okay, don't worry about healing Cora then. Oh, damn it.
Yes.
We had gear for Cora to wear as well.
What's
Actually,
going on?
that headband of intellect is no use for her. She doesn't use intelligence. She uses charisma for spell casting. So we'll end up selling that. Okay, so there is... some remains of other bugs down here. And then we've got the remains of the ones that we killed up here. Oh, there's more remains there. There's some more over that way. Actually, let me just double check. No, there's nobody up there. That's where they come from. It's just around this area just here. Let's grab all of this. Okay, I think we probably want to give those... Oh, actually...
What's going on?
Don't give those yet to Cora. We'll rest first. Like, give those potions to her. She'll just drink them straight away because she's so injured. Only 42 hit points. I didn't mean to rest again. Doesn't matter, but... Okay. You can have those. And sure, even that. Technically, you can use those as well.
Yes.
Actually, you could use the Harvest Cloak too. That gives you
Let me lead the way. You follow behind.
extra charisma. Oh no. Oh, yeah. Yep, that works. Alright. Let's quick save. Oh, guys, there's actually an interaction there, but I don't want to do it. More bad guys here. Last group of guards. Evening watchman doing the rounds. Yep, just checking in. Don't recognise you. You must be one of the new recruits. Just keep to your own business. The patrol will be over before you do that. Why would there be any trouble? I'm just saying it can get rough here at the docks at times. Don't go looking for trouble, and trouble won't find you. Anything to report? It's been quiet here. I've got an understanding with Moira's boys, though, so it's usually quiet. An understanding? You're really new at this, aren't you? Look, the deal is we stay away from her boys. In exchange, there's some extra coin in the purses at the end of the shift. It's a good arrangement, and as long as they don't do anything like trying to burn down a block or anything, everybody benefits. Besides, none of us is paid well enough to cross Moira and get ourselves killed. We mind our own business, and her gang stays away from us. Your duty is to protect the innocent. My duty is to my family, and that means not get myself killed trying to fight a one-man war against Moira. And the extra coin comes in handy. It's been hard living in Neverwinter. Everyone's still recovering from the last war. Besides, Moira's already got half the watch in her pockets. My taking money from her doesn't make any bit of difference. And how would your family feel if they knew you'd been corrupted? They wouldn't be pleased to hear it, but what can I do about it? I can't walk up to Moira and give her the coin back, now can I? Why don't you turn the gold over to Cormac? Interesting idea. Moira pays me and the watch benefits. I like the way you think. And with her men thinking I'm still on the payroll, I'll be able to tip the watch off on any crimes being planned. It's risky, though. My body be floating in the harbour if anyone finds out. I would think your honour is worth the risk. I suppose you're right. At least I'll be able to speak to my family without feeling guilty any longer. Now, if you don't mind, I think we're done talking, and you've got a patrol to finish anyhow. Well, actually, I have finished the patrol, and I know I've finished the patrol because of the fire over there. Let's really quickly deal with this group of ne'er-do-wells over here. Keep it moving, we're already behind schedule. If you'd stop talking and help me push, we'd already be there. Kind of late to be delivering goods, isn't it? Delivery? Oh, you mean this? No, nothing like that. Just, moving, that's all. Just moving our things. I don't see any furniture. Right, well, we've already moved the big stuff. These are our personal belongings. You wouldn't mind if I take a look inside, then? I'd rather you didn't. Personal things, kind of embarrassing. Can't be that bad. Just let me take a look. You're not getting the hint, are you? This is none of your business. And you're not getting the hint. Show me what's in the wagon. Fine, have it your way. Go on and look. Happy now, can we go? Those goods are illegal. I'll have to confiscate them. We're not out for blood like Moira's gang, but we'll fight you if you don't walk away from this hound. Last chance, turn it over or I arrest you. No way, I've worked too hard for this school and I'm not going to let some hound ruin it for me. I've never found a hound before. Never fought a hound before. Let's see if you're as soft as everyone says.
Take that! Take that!
They're not helping. Dio no.
Take that!
Dio no.
And there we go. No. Loot, please. Got a ring. Yep. Alright, what did we get there? We got those. We'll sell Wand of Stinking Cloud. I'll give to you. And that's about it. Alright. Let's finish this episode. Let's head to just over here where the fire is. You can sort of get through there, but the pathway is a little tight sometimes, so we'll go around this way. Keep those buckets moving, men. We have to make sure the rest of the district doesn't go up in flames as well. What happened here? War, the bloodiest war Neverwinter's ever seen. If Captain Brilliant will let the men and I do what needs to be done. The good captain's been too timid out here, afraid to clamp down on this district, and this is what her caution has brought us. Moira strikes at us whenever she pleases, and now Lieutenant Rowe has been lost to this blaze along with a number of our brothers. Look, we're busy here right now. If you're looking for new orders, Marshal Cormac is over at the Merchant's Quarter speaking with Captain Brilliant. Who knows, maybe after this the Marshal will finally be able to convince the good captain we need to act. And that is it. I am going to leave it here for this episode. Thank you all for joining me. I hope you have enjoyed it. I am enjoying this playthrough, and I will catch you next time. Bye now.